Welcome to Dog Desk Radio, the nation's animal station. This is your weekly animal welfare briefing where we focus on what is actually happening, not just what is being shared. Across different countries this week, we've seen a continued pattern: enforcement gaps, legal grey areas, and animals caught in systems that are not designed to protect them. We'll take you through the key developments. Illegal breeding and mutilation in Turkey. This week, a case in Antalya highlighted ongoing issues with unregulated breeding. Very young puppies, just 26 days old, were reportedly separated from their mothers and subjected to ear cutting before being sold for high prices. An investigation led to fines being issued to the operator, but this raises a wider issue. Fines do not dismantle systems. They do not address demand, they do not prevent repetition, and they do not undo what has already happened to those animals. Illegal breeding continues because it remains profitable and inconsistently enforced. In Çatalca, Turkey, an illegal horse slaughter operation has been uncovered following reports from animal welfare advocate Ibrahim Kaya. What was found at the site is significant. Around 120 live horses were discovered, over 300 kilograms of processed horse meat, and clear evidence of ongoing slaughter activity. Animal remains had been discarded in nearby woodland. According to the investigation, the meat was being sold at approximately 400 Turkish lira per kilogram. This was not an isolated incident. The scale indicates a structured operation functioning over time rather than a single event. Cases like this raise a wider question, not just about cruelty, but about how operations of this size continue without earlier detection. International trends in culling. Outside of Turkey, culling policies remain active in multiple regions. In parts of South Asia, including Lahore, reports indicate ongoing dog population control measures following human fatality incidents. These responses tend to follow a predictable pattern. Public concern rises, pressure builds, authorities act quickly, but rapid action rarely means effective action. There is little evidence that reactive culling provides long-term population control. It addresses visibility, not root cause. Platform visibility and welfare reporting. A different kind of issue is also emerging this week. Animal welfare organisations are reporting reduced visibility on platforms like X. At the same time, more graphic or sensational content often achieves a wider reach. This creates a difficult environment. Responsible reporting is harder to distribute. Context is lost, and the most accurate information does not always travel the furthest. For organisations working on the ground, this has real consequences. Less visibility means fewer resources, and fewer resources means fewer animals helped. Authorities in Turkey have reported large-scale removal of free-roaming dogs following recent legal changes. However, there is no transparent national data confirming how many dogs have been removed or what happened to them after collection. Estimates suggest around 4 million free-roaming dogs. Shelter capacity is approximately 100,000 places. This creates a significant gap between policy and practical capacity, making outcomes difficult to assess. In the United Kingdom, dog control measures remain under scrutiny. Recent reporting highlights continued use of enforcement powers, including seizure, fines, and expanded intervention measures. At the same time, new powers targeting livestock attacks include unlimited fines, expanded seizure authority, and the use of DNA evidence. Debate continues over whether enforcement-led approaches address underlying causes or focus primarily on response. In the United Kingdom, in Reading, a man has been arrested following a police operation in which a dog and weapons were seized. The investigation forms part of ongoing enforcement activity relating to dangerous dogs and associated offences. In Karachi, Pakistan, a recent rabies-related death has led to renewed calls for population control measures, including potential culling. Public health concerns continue to drive policy responses toward stray dog populations. Authorities in Romania have removed over 200 dogs from a private shelter amid welfare concerns. An investigation into conditions and compliance is ongoing. Authorities in Pune, India, are expanding shelter capacity alongside sterilisation and vaccination programs following a fatal incident. This reflects a wider pattern of reactive infrastructure development in the country. And finally, in Worcestershire, United Kingdom, a lurcher named Phoenix has been found in the Malvern Hills area in an extremely emaciated condition, with bones protruding across his body. The dog is now under the care of Worcestershire Regulatory Services, where he is receiving urgent treatment. His condition remains critical. Senior dog warden Pip Griffin described the case as one of the most severe she has ever encountered and confirmed that welfare cases are now being seen weekly rather than occasionally. Authorities are appealing for information to identify the person responsible. I've been Michelle Robertson for Dog Desk Radio. Please join me again next week for another roundup of the week's animal welfare news.
Hunger does not wait. Kibble Club makes sure dogs don't have to. Join today.